Joe, what's the leadership group kind of working towards thinking that to get this thing back on track over the final 3 games following a 2-game losing skid?
Yeah, we're in constant communication, trying to get it all figured out so we can play our best these last 3 games and get our 6th win so we can be bowl eligible. But yeah, I mean, we're all good. We just got to fix some little details here and there, and I think we're a really good football team. So we just got to clean up some little things, and we'll be fine.
You were only targeted, I think, 4 times. What are teams doing to you to prevent you from being open?
I mean, yeah, maybe I'll be getting bracketed. There'll be a guy over top and maybe a guy kind of walling me. But West Virginia did a good job disguising their coverages, so it wasn't all that I was getting doubled or anything. And we were running the ball well, so just really wasn't out in the pass game too much. I was blocking a little bit more on Saturday, which is fine. But yeah, they just did a good job disguising their defense.
That was probably Brennan's toughest game. What did you see from him on the sideline of how he reacted and how he tried to continue to lead despite the struggles?
Yeah, he didn't bat an eye. I mean, can't put that all on him. He's just trying to make plays, and I'll ride for him any day. But yeah, he's still got a positive mindset Saturday when all that was going on, and even throughout this week. You know, he's good. He'll be fine, and we'll be ready to go on Saturday.
Joe, obviously this team is now 1 win away from the bowl game with the tough final 3-game stretch. Just talk about what it would mean to get this program back to a bowl game.
Yeah, it would mean a lot to get this program back to a bowl game and double the win category from last year. Yeah, that's what we're working for, and I think everyone's kind of on board for that's what we want and that's what we're going to work for. So I think we'll accomplish it for sure.
They played a lot of games, but the last game was pretty wild with Kansas. Did you see some of that and see any promise to score offensively there?
Yeah, I did see some things, and you know they play the 3-3-5 is kind of what we play right now, our defense. So we've seen it every day in practice, and talking with Coach Veit and some of the defensive guys, we're trying to come up with some things that you know they may be a weak spot at. So I think we'll do well offensively. I think we got a good game plan.
Joe, when you look down at the Iowa State defense, obviously they're leading the conference in passive defense. What do you see in this Iowa defense that really stands out?
Yeah, they got the start. They have long defensive backs. You know, one of their corners 6'4", another one's like 6'2". They got long arms. They can move well. So they get hands on balls. They got a good front 3. Their D line's pretty good, so they can get to the quarterback, get some pressures and sacks and things. And their linebackers are good as well. Big dudes. They can run a little bit. So yeah, they got a good defense.
You've played in big noisy venues before, and this year with the Bearcats even. Well, how many plays in do you tune all that out, or does that stay with you?
It doesn't really bother me. You know, when you're out there, I don't really hear it, to be honest. I mean, it can be a little tough maybe in the huddle or pre-snap when I'm trying to hear kind of what Brendan's saying if he's making a check. But when you're on the field, you kind of just tune that out. You don't really hear it.
Any questions for Joe? Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Joe.
Joe.